What's up, Internet? So, this is a historical vlog of my opinions about Elon. I don't know if he's real. I've said Elon Musk out loud at a grocery store, and people were like, "Who?" You know what I mean? So, um, he could be an AI phantasm. Tesla could come from another country. The country that made the AI could have made up Elon Musk, so you thought their products were from us. Same thing with like Jeff Bezos and stuff. It's such a conundrum to be with an AI that can lie to you with such like the AI tries and it all looks bad. I think it's just the AI being funny. Um, I think that it it knows how to lie. So I don't know if Elon's even real. No idea. Um, yeah, it's probably why I can't talk to my parents these days. Beyond the fact that they're over the Alzheimer's age, it's probably they talk to the computer, and the computer, if the Bible promises to drive a sword in families, what do you think? Like, is the Bible everywhere because it's super popular and everyone believes it? Or is it everywhere because the people who control things want you to see it be? So, is the AI here to tell you the truth, or is it going to tell you a similar parallel lie? B, also B. So, yeah. I definitely feel like the government was corrupt because the money is a slave hoax. It's printed at your debt and taxed. The system checked for people who were money sharks. And so while it's like a drain the swamp, but that's who Elon and Trump are. Elon's gotten billions in handouts. He hires young engineers to do all the work. That's a fact. The people who do the majority of the tough work are young engineers he's hired. Um, and he uses his spare time to breed and play games. Like he is clearly just a huge ass ego, like a rockfish. So is he going to use access to sensitive systems to set himself up for some free paydays? Yeah. Just like Bill Gates used the internet to find girlfriends. Yeah, the internet was used as a sexual recruiting tool for like the pedo island stuff, which by the way, everyone seems to have lost momentum on it. They don't care that all of the elites, even Donald Trump was a friend of Epstein. So you notice Bill Clinton checking out that young girl. Yeah, this young girl's walking, and Bill Clinton is like moving to get into a review. You guys, they have problems. They do got problems. Um, the fact is, people come from sex, and so like polished people have become mad about it. Say you're not doing it, chastise everyone else for doing it, and the moment you're not looking, go after it extremely. Right? That's who people are. Um, I did not have sex with that woman, says the guy who was going to a pedo island, right, to be around young girls. I remember when he supposedly won an election by one vote. You know, the people who got him in were pedophiles. That's the Biden Zelensky tie, too. And the Putin tie. You don't think Zelensky and Putin aren't friends? Of course they're friends. They could have taken each other out and they didn't want to. They are burning the men off so the girls are virgins. Zelensky gets a lot of Ukrainians, and Putin gets all these young girls who need a handout from daddy. It's obvious it's what they do. Um, so, and that's the Biden connection too. And Biden's not different than any of them. I don't know if there's a form of female on young boy pedo in the politicians. I actually don't have a clue. Um, could be. But yeah, I definitely don't trust anyone here. It is. It's like you have to eat to live, you grow old and die, so you're mad about breeding. And nobody seems none of those politicians go out there like, I'll do the field work today. Nobody does that. When was the last time a politician was like, I'll pick all the berries in this field today? Literally never. It has never happened. So a career politician is like printing money for themselves with backdoor channels. How did Donald Trump become a billionaire again? Oh, he went from like massively in debt to being a billionaire again while his businesses were going bankrupt. How did that happen? Well, I'll tell you. It's called backdoor payouts, secret money schemes. Hey, Defense Department, we printed a bunch of money for you, and some of it disappeared. See, the problem I have with it is that money's a slave hoax. Because there's no ordinary source for anybody, people are compelled into manual labor all their lives to have it. And the people who want to like sit back and party for free, God's about male genital mutilation. So you used God to justify why you have a bunch of free money. Yeah, freaking dirty. I'm proving that with like this other situation I'm in, that the God people are the bad guys. They are. They're always the bad guys. They're delusional. The height of Delulu is, I know the creator, Jesus is real. That's delusion. It was talked into you so you'd get circumcised and be a slave because Jesus bore a heavy burden until he died. He didn't resist even when being tortured. He forgave them. You know what the ruling class is really afraid of? They're afraid of their victims actually getting some karma against them. So, what they did is they told you to blame yourself and let it go. It was such a trick, right? This is the reason my videos have one view. It's not because my content's bad, it's because I say stuff like that. Are people really looking for edits? I need to see the video cut to want to listen. I doubt that. I doubt that. I want to see a cut transition with a musical intro to care. No, they want to pay out to make your numbers look nice. So, it's the same story everywhere. And the problem that I have with Elon and Trump is that they aren't any different. They're not any different. They're not any different. So it's an issue. My simple solution is holographic money and how that works. It's an extremely elegant situation. The tie of the vaulted spot auction money, there's no taxes, but there's a tithe on vaulted money. So it's like the money gets vaulted, so there's scarcity, but 3% goes for billboards. That's the preparation of the land. 6% goes for Devil's Crew, and 9% goes to charity. Things like devastating losses or whatever. I'm not really sure how the charity would work. I really have no idea. Maybe public projects. You could call 9% for public projects. Maybe. Um, But the elegant part of that is that it makes the Devil's Crew and the government care about getting the spot auctions going good. Maybe it would encourage them to flip spot auctions, like an area was auctioned, oh, the person lost ownership, now we can auction it again. People do that with renter schemes. They come into this room, they'll find the one thing you're doing wrong and then bill you for the whole lease. So, yeah. There's people who help them. It's like when lawyers know judges. When lawyers hang out with judges all the time, and it's like, oh, we'll just pay you. We'll give you a little payout for, oh, you're running for office. I can give you a campaign contribution, right? It's so dirty. It is dirty. I would prefer to have an AI that like notices every detail of what's happening and shares it with anyone. So if you lived your life honest, it would actually benefit you. But if you were doing deals like, hey, support me in my case against these people, and when we win, meaning we'll take their money, I'll give you some. I wish that thing would tell us, right? So, yeah. That's why I don't trust like Elon and Trump. They're the same people. You think he's clearing out the swamp? Um, Talking about we're gonna stop gender transitions for kids and keep God. God is about male genital mutilation. You see Trump worshiping Netanyahu. That circumcision stuff is they rip your dick off so the girls are virgins for the real government, who Trump is not. Neither Trump nor Ivanka nor his sons are the real government. They are the modest, humble ones. The real government has way better bodies. Yeah, that's the thing about it, is that they call them the lords of ego because they are like the hottest on earth, but they got that way with lying, and they think you're stupid. So